Okay. So we are going to study the leg and foot region today. So you know the bones there, the leg region. You can see the two bones there. This is the right leg. This is the tibia, the medial bone, the fibula lateral bone. If you see the tibia and fibula, the tibia lower end has a projection there on the medial side. This is called as medial malleolus. And this is the lateral malleolus. Lower end of fibula is called as lateral malleolus. Okay? So this is the lower end of tibia. From the lower end of tibia, you find a projection called as medial malleolus. Whereas in case of fibula, entire lower end of fibula is called as lateral malleolus. This is medial malleolus, lateral malleolus. Okay? And these are the bones of the foot. In the foot, you find mainly three types of bones there. These bones, which are present in the posterior part of the foot, these are called as tarsal bones. They are very big bones and they are about 7 in number. And in the middle of the foot here, you can see these bones are called as metatarsal bones. And if you go to the toes, these are called phalanges. The phalanges are similar to the upper limb. In the great toe, you find two phalanges, proximal and distal. In the other toes, in the other foot toes, you find three phalanges. You find proximal, distal, and the middle. Okay, these are metatarsal bones. They have a number. This is the first metatarsal bone on the greater side, and the fifth metatarsal bone on the little toe side. Okay, and these bones now, tarsal bones. I said there are 7 tarsal bones. This is the biggest bone here. You can see this is the one which is touching the ground. Okay, touching the floor. This is called as the calcaneum or calcaneus. Calcaneum. And above the calcaneum, you can see this bone here. This is called as talus. Talus. Okay. And talus is involved in the formation of the ankle joint, along with the lower end of the tibia, the medial malleolus, and the lateral malleolus. Along with all these bones, talus forms the ankle joint. Okay. And in front of the talus and in front of calcaneum, you can see other bones there. In front of talus, this bone is called as the navicular bone. Navicular. In front of the calcaneum, this bone is called as cuboid bone. Cuboid. So cuboid is on the lateral side, navicular on the medial side. And in front of navicular bone, there are 3 more bones here. 1, 2, 3. These are called as cuneiform bones. Cuneiform. Since there are 3, you have to name them like medial, lateral, intermediate cuneiform bones. Okay, so all these are cuneiform bones. Those cuneiform bones and the cuboid bone, they are articulated with the metatarsal bones. Okay, and they form a joint called as tarso-metatarsal joint. There are many joints between these tarsal bones. There are some joints you know the names. Between the calcaneum and cuboid, you can see there's a joint here. It's called as calcaneo-cuboid joint. Calcaneo-cuboid joint. Between the talus and the calcaneum, there is a joint here below the talus and above the calcaneum. This joint here. This is called as subtalar joint. Below the talus, subtalar joint. And between the talus, navicular, and part of the calcaneum here, all that they form a joint here. Part of calcaneum, navicular, and talus, all that they form a joint. This is called talo-calcaneo-navicular joint. Talo-calcaneo-navicular joint. One more joint. So these are 3 main joints. First one I said subtalar joint between the talus and the calcaneum. It's below the talus. Next joint is calcaneum and cuboid. Calcaneum and cuboid joint. Next joint is talo-calcaneo-navicular joint. Talo-calcaneo. 3 bones are involved there. So these are the 3 main joints. And at these joints, what happens is this movement taking place. You bend the foot like this. It's called as inversion of the foot. You rotate the foot like this. Eversion of the foot. Eversion. Okay. Turning the foot like this. Inversion. And then sole of the foot is facing medially. And sole of the foot is laterally here. It's called as eversion. Inversion, eversion. These are the movement taking place at these joints. 3 main joints I told. Okay, next we will go to the muscles of the leg region and then muscles of the foot region. In the leg region, there are 3 compartments there. Muscles of the back of the leg, muscles of the front of the leg, and muscles of the lateral compartment of leg. Lateral compartment. So 3 compartments are there. Like thigh, you find thigh has 3 compartments, isn't it? Anterior, posterior, and medial compartment. Here there are 3 compartments again, but no medial compartment. There is lateral compartment. Okay. So anterior compartment is called as extensor compartment, like the thigh, and posterior compartment is called as flexor compartment, and the lateral compartment is also called as peroneal compartment. Peroneal. Okay. Okay. We'll start with the anterior compartment. It contains 4 muscles, and all the muscles what they do is they go to the bottom of the foot. Okay. So there are 4 muscles. Medialmost muscle here on the medialmost side is this muscle. This muscle. This is called as tibialis anterior. This goes to the medial wall of the foot. This is a muscle tendon here. It comes to the medial part of the foot. It comes here. It comes to medial border of foot. And when it acts, it can elevate the middle border of the okay. Inversion. Then next muscle here. Next muscle you can see here. This is going to the great toe. The extension of the great toe. Next muscle. Okay. The extensor hallucis longus. So in the thumb we say pollicis. Here we say hallucis. Okay. For the great toe. The next muscle you can see here now. Next muscle, there are 2 muscles together here. Okay. Because one separate tendon goes there. 2 muscles together. Next muscle here, this one. This divides into 4 tendons. 4 tendons for the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Is the extensor of the lateral foretoes. This is called extensor digitorum. Next, after that, most lateral side looks like a part of this muscle only, but it's going to lateral border of foot. It's coming here, lateral side of foot. It comes here. When it acts, it can lift the lateral side up here, inversion of the foot. This muscle here, this is called as peroneus tertius. Peroneus tertius. Peroneus tertius. Okay. So these are the 4 muscles you can see in the anterior compartment. So tibialis anterior, the extensor of the great toe, extensor hallucis, then extensor digitorum, extensor of the lateral forefoot, then the muscle going to the lateral border of foot. Peroneus tertius. All parts in front of the ankle joint. So they also act on the ankle joint. That means they lift the ankle joint up here. That's called as dorsiflexion. Dorsiflexion of the ankle joint. Okay. And all are supplied by a nerve called as there's a nerve you can see here. Can you push this here? No, right?
Forceps. Yeah, it was.
There, no? Okay, this is a nerve here. You can see this compartment. It supplies all the muscles. This is a nerve. This is called a deep peroneal nerve. Deep fibular nerve or deep peroneal nerve. Deep fibular nerve. This nerve supplies all the muscles. So when this muscle is paralyzed, results in a condition called as foot drop. Foot drop. On the dorsum of the foot, there is a muscle there. You can see in the dorsum of the hand there is no muscle, but dorsum of the foot there is a muscle there. And that muscle. You can see here. See, these are all tendons. You can see one tendon, another tendon. These are all tendons of this muscle. Extensor digitorum. Okay. So if you push this, you can see one more muscle there under this here. You can see one tendon here. You can see one more tendon here. Okay. By this point, 3 tendons will be there. 4 tendons will be there. By this, one for the great toe, one for the second toe, one for third, one for fourth. There's a muscle there on the bottom of the foot. It is not there, not clear in this one. You can see this muscle. What is this one? This is a muscle going to lateral border of foot. This is called peroneus tertius. And this muscle, this one, what is this one? Divides into 4 tendons, extensor digitorum. Okay, so you push this, you can see one more muscle on the bottom of the foot here. You can see this one. This one. This is called as extensor digitorum brevis. Extensor digitorum brevis. It is not in the anterior compartment of leg. It's a muscle of the dorsum of the foot. Muscle of dorsum of the foot. Okay. This is supplied by same nerve, deep peroneal nerve only. It's on the dorsum of the foot. Muscle here only, not crossing the ankle joint. And this muscle divides into 4 tendons. One for the great toe, second toe, third, and fourth. Not for the with extends from the medial foot. Okay, if you go to the lateral compartment, turn it now. On the lateral side, isn't it? The toe is there, lateral side. This is the lateral compartment. You can see 2 muscles here on the lateral compartment. This is called peroneal muscles of peroneal compartment or lateral compartment. Here you find 2 muscles. This one here. This is called a peroneus longus. Push that, you can see one more muscle under it here. This is called as peroneus brevis. These muscles, one easy thing is you have to see the lateral malleolus, the bone there. They are passing just behind the lateral malleolus. Okay, they run behind the lateral malleolus. And both are supplied by this nerve here. This one is a nerve here in the lateral compartment. It's called superficial fibular nerve or superficial peroneal nerve. The first one you have seen that you saw is deep peroneal nerve, superficial. So one nerve, one compartment. Okay. These muscles, what they do is they are going to the lateral side of foot here. So when they act, they can lift the lateral side up here. Eversion. So all peroneus muscles bring about eversion on the foot. Okay, next on the back of the posterior compartment, no? Back of the leg. Here you find 2 types of muscles are there. This one, the first group here is called superficial muscles. If you remove them, you find next muscles, deep muscles. Superficial muscles, 3 are there. One muscle you can see here having 2 heads there. This is called a gastrocnemius. Gastrocnemius. It has 2 heads. Medial head on the great toe side, you can see. The great toe. This is a great toe. Okay. This is a medial head. This is a lateral head. Okay. Then under this you can see one more muscle there. You can see this muscle here. Okay. This is called a soleus. Next muscle under this. Soleus. So soleus is covered by gastrocnemius. And the soleus and 2 heads of gastrocnemius, this all 3 joined together to form a tendon there. This tendon you can see here. This is called as Achilles tendon, also called as tendocalcaneus. That's attached to the calcaneum, that's why it's named. Attached to the back of the calcaneum. So this muscle main action is it brings the foot down here. Plantar abduction. Okay. Under the lateral head of the gastrocnemius, you see the lateral head here. This side is lateral head. Under the lateral head of gastrocnemius, you may find one more muscle. That muscle is not always present. One small muscle will be there. Plantaris. Okay. Okay, it is not there. Which one? It's not always present here. Not always present. Can you see this muscle here? This one. This is lateral head of gastrocnemius. This muscle here. This one. This is small belly, and this tendon starts here. This tendon may join the tendocalcaneus. This muscle, small muscle, it's hidden by the lateral head. Okay, small muscle. It's called plantaris. So these are the 3 muscles you find: soleus, gastrocnemius, and plantaris. These are the superficial muscles. So if you push these muscles, you get deep muscles. Deep muscles. There's one deep muscle present only behind the knee joint. Okay, that muscle is you can see here. See a small muscle here. this muscle. Can you see this one? This is the muscle. This is called as popliteus. It's mainly required to initiate the flexion. It initiates the flexion. That's why it's called as unlocking muscle. Unlocking muscle of knee joint. It unlocks the knee joint. Usually in the last extension stage, the knee joint is locked. So to begin the flexion, you have to unlock. So this muscle does that. So this is the popliteus. It's present behind the knee joint, like this, from lateral to going to medial side like this. Okay. This one muscle present only here. Then there are three muscles which are very long, like this. They go to the foot. They go to sole of the foot. There are three muscles. One on the tibia side, one on the fibula side. That means one on the medial side, one on the lateral side, and one in between the two. You can see three muscles here. This on the fibula side now. It's one muscle. Okay. Okay. This muscle. So this big muscle here, coming from the fibula. Okay. This muscle, it goes like this. It goes to the great toe. It goes to great toe. It's the flexor of the great toe. It's on the lateral side. It's a muscle going to medial most toe, but if you see the origin here, it's on the lateral side. Okay, from the fibula taking origin. This is called as flexor or hallucis longus. On the medial most side, you can see one more muscle here, this side. This muscle. From the back of the tibia it's coming. Okay, this muscle. This muscle goes to the sole. When it goes to sole, it divides into four tendons. For the second, third, fourth, and fifth toes. That means lateral four toes. This is also flexor of the toes. Its name is flexor digitorum longus. Flexor hallucis longus on the lateral side, flexor digitorum longus on the medial side. They cross each other when they go to the sole. Because this has to go to medial most toe, this has to go to lateral four toe. They cross each other in the sole. Between the two muscles, you can see this muscle here. This muscle. Okay, this muscle, take one. Okay. This third muscle. This muscle coming from both tibia and fibula. That's why it's between the two. This muscle is called as tibialis posterior. Tibialis posterior. Okay. This is mainly going to this bone here. It's going to the navicular bone. Sorry. This one, navicular bone. Okay. See all the three muscles from the back of the leg. They go to sole. Flexor hallucis longus goes to the great toe. Flexor digitorum longus goes to the lateral four toes. Tibialis posterior goes mainly to this bone, navicular bone. Navicular bone. Okay, and tibialis posterior can lift the medial border up, like tibialis anterior, and bring about inversion of the bone. So these are the 7 muscles. 4 in the deep groove and 3 in the superficial groove. All are supplied by nerve. This nerve here. You can see one nerve here on the back here. This is called as tibial nerve. Tibial nerve supplies all this nerve. So lower limb, leg, one compartment, one nerve usually. Okay. Okay. Next, if you go to this part of the foot here now. It's called sole of the foot. Sole of the foot contains many muscles. And these muscles, what it is, they form different layers. We call it as first layer of muscles, remove it, second layer of muscles, third layer, and fourth layer. Fourth layer muscles, they are very close to the bone. Like they are between the bones actually. They are called as interosseous muscles. Right, in the upper layer. So they are called as the fourth layer muscles. Okay, what are the muscles you can see in the different layers now? So here we don't have the muscles. So it's better if I identify the first layer muscles there. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
these are the, you can see three muscles here. 1, 2, 3. These are the muscles. You get first one, first layer. Okay. These are the two abductor muscles. Abductor, ABD. One is abductor of the great toe, abductor hallucis, abductor of little toe, abductor digiti minimi. In between the two, there's a muscle here. This muscle is the flexor of the 1, 2, 3, 4 toes. Because it divides in 4 tendons. 1, 2, 3, 4. His name is flexor digitorum superficialis. Sorry, flexor digitorum brevis. I showed flexor digitorum longus, right? This is flexor digitorum brevis. Superficial in upper leg. So 3 muscles. Abductor of great toe, abductor of little toe, and flexor digitorum brevis. So these are the muscles of the first layer. If we remove first layer, we get second layer muscles. Okay? Second layer includes 2 tendons. Can you see this tendon here? This is a tendon of going to the great toe. There's a tendon coming from the back of the leg. Flexor hallucis longus. There's one more tendon from the back of the leg. Flexor digitorum longus. So you find 2 tendons coming from the back of the leg. Okay? I'll show you here. See this one. So here first layer muscles are not there. You can see now second layer. Can you see 2 tendons there? This is going to great toe, isn't it? This is the tendon of flexor hallucis longus. This one divides in 4 tendons. Okay? Again it's coming from the back of the leg. It's called flexor digitorum longus. It divides in 4 tendons. One for the second toe, the third, fourth, and fifth. Okay? This is flexor digitorum longus. So all these lateral 4 toes, they have 2 tendons actually. One I told you, there is one muscle in the first layer, that's called flexor digitorum brevis. It divides in 4 tendons, and it gives tendon to this one, these toes. This is second muscle. Okay? Okay, now, this is flexor digitorum longus. From this muscle, there are small muscles arise. I think they are not that clear. Small muscles arise here. You can see one muscle here. This one. You can see brown thing there. Small brown thing, isn't it? So like that you find 4 are there. These are called lumbricals. Lumbricals. This is the first lumbrical. You find somewhere here, you find second lumbrical will be here, somewhere here. So third will be here. See the brown thing there? That's third lumbrical. This is a brown thing. Okay? So like that, these are the lumbricals. They come from the tendon of one more muscle, that is flexor digitorum longus. So these muscles you can see in the second layer. The second layer contains this tendon, flexor hallucis longus, flexor digitorum longus, and 4 lumbricals, because they arise from this tendon. And there is one more muscle, it is not here now. That tendon, what it does is, it takes origin from the calcaneum, inserted this tendon only. This tendon. Okay? And that is called as flexor digitorum accessorius, also called as quadratus plantae. Quadratus plantae. It's a muscle inserted tendon only. Okay? Tendon on this muscle, flexor digitorum. Quadratus plantae, also called as flexor digitorum accessorius. See, this muscle is coming from one side, isn't it? It's going close. When this muscle acts, it can pull the toe to one side, isn't it? So to make the action straight, there's a muscle coming from this side and makes it straight. Towards it straight. So the toes straight may come back. Otherwise, the muscle is going from this side, isn't it? So toes will come to the medial side. To make the action effectively, there's a muscle inserted to the tendon and makes the tendon straight. That's called as quadratus plantae. So these all you can see in the second layers. Okay. Third layer contains 3 muscles, 2 muscles of great toe. Okay, third layer muscles. You can see one muscle here. This one. It's having 2 parts there. This and this together, one muscle. Okay, muscle of great toe. This together. This is called as adductor hallucis. Adductor hallucis. This and this together. Then one more muscle, it is not here now. Flexor hallucis. Flexor hallucis. Flexor hallucis brevis. And one more muscle on this side, flexor digii minimi. So three muscles. Two muscles of great toe. Flexor of the great toe, short flexor of the great toe, adductor of the great toe, and flexor of the little toe. So names are easy there. Great toe two muscles, flexor hallucis brevis and adductor hallucis. Flexor digii minimi. These are three muscles. The third layer. Fourth layer contains two tendons. One is this one, tibialis posterior. You can see it's very close to bone there. Tibialis posterior tendon. Okay, tibialis posterior. We also find one more tendon. This one. You can see it's coming here. So, what is this one? Coming from lateral side. Peroneus longus. So the peroneus longus, what it does is, it runs like this, it goes like this, and it goes this way. So when it's running here, it runs in the deepest part of the sole, peroneus longus. Okay, like this. So peroneus longus we can see in the fourth layer. And next thing you find is between these bones, you find interosseous muscles. Between the metatarsal bones, you find interosseous muscles. Okay? In the upper limb, these are called metacarpal bones. These are metatarsal bones here. Metatarsal. Okay? Between the metatarsal bones, these gaps, 4 gaps are there, no? Here you find interosseous muscles. There are 2 muscles you find. One you can see on this side, one you can see on this side. If you see on this side here, dorsal interosseous. First dorsal interosseous, second, third, and fourth. If you see from this side, plantar interossei muscles. Plantar interossei. In the upper limb we say palmar interossei. Here plantar interossei. But plantar interossei not 4 in number here, but 3. You don't find any muscle in this side, in this space. You don't find any plantar interossei in the first space. So you find muscle here, muscle here, muscle here. Okay? There are 3 plantar interossei. First will be here, second will be here, third will be here. That means the first space contains only dorsal interosseous. The second space contains 1 dorsal interosseous and 1 plantar interosseous. Third space contains 1 dorsal and 1 plantar. Fourth also contains 1 dorsal, 1 plantar. Okay? So there are 3 plantar and 4 dorsal interosseous. Okay, this structure you can see here now, between the bones here. It's holding the 2 bones together, isn't it? Can you see one membrane here? Interosseous membrane. Between tibia and fibula. This membrane there. Interosseous membrane between the 2 bones. You can see in the upper limb also, similar one. Between the radius and the ulnar.
One person, right? He's